Welcome to you, Will.
Thank you for having me, Stephen.
So what have you got to tell us about this exciting world of exchange rates and money transfers?
Of course, very exciting times. It's been a busy finish to the year. We, of course, had some pretty big milestones in the market. We finally had the very late budget, which, of course, caused a lot of lead up volatility, and that made international clients consider a lot more about the FX markets. Thankfully, the budget actually was fairly tame compared to what was expected.
It was, wasn't it?
It
Yeah.
absolutely was,
Yeah.
which is a positive for future. I think definitely now people are going to be comfortable with what the UK looks like for the next year. It made the pound weaken at the start. So all the rumours about tax hikes and property stamp duty changing, that really did weaken the pound. So thankfully, since we've now seen the pound recover against pretty much all major currencies. But Stephen, I would actually still say the pound is a very good value for international buyers coming into the UK. I could potentially see it recover next year. So arguably, I think now's still a great time to buy the pound.
Well, the consensus of opinion was that what the government were doing was sort of flying a number of kites in terms of exit taxes, tax increases, stamp duty changes, all sorts of things, mansion taxes. And of course, it did spook the markets to a certain degree. And in the event, as you say, I quite liked your expression, it was a fairly tame budget, wasn't it?
It was.
But it must be very hard for you guys dealing with money when the governments do spook the markets with kite flying.
Yeah, a lot of people then sit on their hands and use it as an excuse. It really did slow down the property market. But now I think that backlog of people sat on their hands is going to really ramp up, and we're going to see a very, very busy start to next year, hopefully a busy full year. But there's a lot of things going on around the whole of the world, and US clients in particular is still such a big market for them purchasing in the UK. So yes, it looked like the UK economy was looking uncertain, but I think actually it's still seen as a very steady economy, and you're still going to have internationals coming across.
Have you seen over this last year any change in balance in terms of money coming into the country for property purchases and money going out for property purchases? Has there been an imbalance? Or
I wouldn't say particularly. I sit very much in the middle. We have internationals that are, of course, investing in London. Often it is second, even third homes. But yes, we're talking a lot about wealthy individuals moving out of the UK for various tax purposes, whether they're going to the Middle East, Dubai, or Europe. There are a lot of tax regimes out there that are attractive, but I think UK still has that perception that it's a steady market. It's very sought after, being particularly in London, and I think that it's going to continue to be that way.
right. So, in a word, you're fairly optimistic for 26 then.
Yes, I would say so.
That's good. And in relation to money coming into the country for property purchase, is it coming from any specific area in the main, or is it fairly worldwide?
As mentioned, it's definitely US market is, I'd say, particularly with the budget making the market generally quieter, that helped massively with US clients coming across. Still, we're seeing a big trend of, and it's interesting that you see these jurisdictions purchasing in different areas around the country. Hong Kong, mainland China, still massive markets. It seems to be big for students. I think people want to come to London to study, or Oxford, or wherever it may be. And at that point, the parents see a great opportunity for investment to buy a property, put their child in. So it's still big in terms of different nationalities coming across.
Even given the fluctuations in the market, it's a fairly safe place to buy, isn't it?
I always think so, yes.
So I think that's good, and I think on that optimistic note, we'll bring today's industry insights to an end. So I'm going to say a big thank you to Will Stephenson for coming in and talking to us this month. That was Industry Insights with Will Stephenson from Fiberpay FX. Thank you for watching. See us again next time on Property Matters.